Hi everyone, we're back with another science activity courtesy of Dr. Paige Quinton from SUNY Potsdam. She's going to be teaching us about the different layers of soil, and then we're going to make our own layered soil snacks. All right, let's dig in.
Okay, guys, we're going to talk about soil. And soils are important because they make up what we see at the surface of the earth, and it's where we grow our food and the resources we need to survive as a society. Okay, so what is a soil? A soil is actually pretty complex, and it's composed of many different layers. And you guys are going to explore the components of those different layers today in your activity. I'm going to quickly walk through what those are and the steps that you take to be able to form those layers. So if we look at this lovely picture of a soil, the soil has a bottom layer where we have what is called bedrock. This is where we have rocks, the rocks that we talked about previously. And then we have parent material, a subsoil, a topsoil, and a surface layer. And you guys are going to use things around your house and food products to be able to make a soil profile. So let's walk through what goes into these various parts. The first step to make a soil is I have to take the rocks that exist at the surface of the earth and I have to weather them and break them down. So this image here in the background shows that plants are actually doing this every day. You have a rock, and this is bedrock. It means it's exposed at the surface. And the plants go in and their roots break apart those rocks. And they do that. You might not think a plant root is very strong, but those roots actually go in and physically break apart the rock. They also chemically break apart the rock by releasing things like acids in their roots. So this is the first step. And this step is where I get my bedrock, because it's already there, and I get my parent material. So this step one is where I start to produce that second layer of parent material. The next step is to have water. And so this is an image where scientists dyed the water to see where the water was flowing through the soil profile. Because water flowing through this material is very important because it does something called leaching, where it takes different minerals or different components of the rock and move it around in that soil profile. So this process is very important to producing that subsoil layer in your soil profile. The last step and the most important step in producing a soil is adding life. Because if you don't have life there, then it's not really a good soil. And so adding life produces organic matter that gives it that brown, blackish color and allows us to really have that topsoil and that top layer in a soil profile. So soils are really exciting because they bridge the gap between the rocks and life. And it's where they actually interact together to form the soil that we need to be able to survive. Have fun producing your soils and make sure they taste really good.